Just woke up, had a late night, and also it's early here on the West Coast. But anyway, give a preview star market update. This is looking awesome. You kidding me? It is perfectly played. We were looking for, let's see, I should have brought this up. Like I said here, IWM has not filled the gap. Hopefully do the gap fill today, okay? And then we can take these positions off. I'm going to try to probably take these positions off, maybe no matter what, because I don't like to hold the weekend, depending where it settles, right? Because like I said, you don't want to hold on the weekend if you're long or short, because anything can happen on the weekend. Here we are. Let's see. There's, bring it back through here. Still looking for that gap fill, so we're going to look for, I'm looking for that top of that candle, the high of IWM is the Russell. We're looking for that to take this. So IWM will be down to, let's see, 178.67. This morning it's already trading at, I don't know if this pre-market. This thing actually has pre-market, which is unusual. It's already at the pre-market. Look how it's hanging down here at the bottom, 179.71. So we got to fill that gap, okay? We also have that, let's see, the 50-day moving average floating below there, and the 20 is up above it. It's looking perfect. You're kidding me. So let's look for that gap fill. You know, I told you I'm not actually, I'm holding the TZA on the short of that, okay? Let's see the TZA. So, well, you can figure out. So look at the TZA, it's 3 times the short of the Russell, okay, right? Now also, we got the boil that's holding on to. That's looking beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's up already. I'm gonna see if it has pre-market. It's up like 8% already this morning. That was beautifully played, boy. I tell you, I'm not trying to brag. I'm telling you that one. Because I'm never that. I don't do that well, and you never can time stuff perfect, right? You sometimes be off a day or two. That was beautiful because we rode the cold, which was we rode that wave down, and we perfectly just snagged this thing coming back up on the other side. We rode that short, made it there, and rode that sucker up perfectly, and so we got the on the top side now coming back up. Let's see if that's, yeah, I think it's pre-market. Yeah, let's see what's the date here. I'm surprised. These don't provide you pre-market data. I usually have to use my broker account. Let's see here. Let's see. 12.9. Yep. Boy, I tell you, that's amazing. Oops. Sorry. Let's see. QLD. Oh, come on. I tell you, this thing is a pain. So any KLD. Right. Full screen. So there again, we got this gap fill. It's getting pretty darn close to filling the gap. This is the one that we're holding. No, sorry, KLD's the opposite. Sorry. Boil is what we want. This one we're holding. Jeez, I'm sorry. Well, you can tell I'm not completely awake this morning. Can't be cool. Boil. Okay. All right, real quick. See that thing's at. Well, yeah, that's boil. There we go. Bring that in there. There we go. So I already got my order out there, so it's ready to go. And I have it floating at. God, my finger. This thing is amazing. It's jumping out of place and not trying to let me get there. All right, one over. God, what? All right, what's that bottom stick? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Oh well. All right, this is amazing. I mean, I even believe the thing's jumping all over the place. I'm hardly even touching it. It's ridiculous. Bottom stick is 27.50. No, that's not the right stick. Is that one? No, we need that gap fill. 27.50. God, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's 35. I have it ordering at 35.10. You got to be very careful because something smack can bring back down. But ordering it already at 35.10 so that sometimes it'll do within 1 minute and it'll go up and smack and go back down. 35.10. I didn't realize the volume yesterday. There's some accumulation on this guy. There's some people that stepped into that thing. Look at this. Look at the volume there. I didn't realize this. That means we are in a position where there's going to be a lot of buying and pushing and shoving out the door. So if you're on that revolving door, if you're holding this thing, that means not this thing, but it's actually based off of, because this is just a tracker, not an actual trader, to cause the markets to move up or down that thing. But they're all on contracts. But I tell you what, that's a sign right there that there's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving around this thing. Because if you see it on something like this, even, because look at that volume there, that volume stick, right? I mean, look at the volume stick. It's pretty darn good. It's probably above average, right? Like I said, this one, be careful. It's starting to turn up, though, which is interesting. See how we got that turn up on the MACD? So, I think that I'll do that later, but oil and natural gas can be range bound here. Well, there's me. Oil and natural gas can be range bound, meaning that it's going to be floating between the high and the low, and I can show you that later. But see how we get that MACD starting to turn up a little bit, which means that if you put on that projectile, it's probably got 1, 2, 3, 4 more days. I told you it probably felt like gap. It might pull back a little bit. We gotta be careful because, like I said, it could go back here or up here. This is on the short, so we got a cup and handle. What we got going on? Oh, there's me again. We got a cup and handle, and that's interesting. We got it perfect. So what we'll see is we'll see a gap fill. If it does a slight angle to the right here on the short, that means that we got a cup and handle, and what it'll do is it'll launch again this way. Boy, I'm saying this is the longest I got. So that's what may launch again if that cup and handle forms out. It's trying to, so it's going to do a little. But if it breaks down again real quick like that, that means it's going to come back through and smack that bottom out. So the angle of that coming off, which is going to be today, next week, is going to be very important for natural gas. Really important, because it's going to give us a direction coming into that whole week next week. So if we, like I said, if we little dragging, little angle, and then shoot, or is it going to be down, and then down, and then if it has a steep drop like that, it may just go straight through and not ever look back. But even if it goes down, and if it does a little head fake out of here, and then it tries to go up again, you better get out, because it's going to go back down again. It's all that angle. That's what I'm going to say. All right. So VIX is still looking good. Let's type in VIX. All right, market's open. I better hurry up here because I want to see this. VIX is flat, roughly. But I don't have much up to date, which is not. This is actually perfect. The Russell is already selling off, and it's already flat. That's a good sign for if you're on the short side, not the long side. All right, take care, and wishing you the best day or night wherever you're at. God bless.